Hi, this is Kevin with KGM JAM, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com, join for free today, and start advertising for free. Okay, this morning I got up and watched Dwayne Cunningham and Bronze Dragon go at it for 2 hours. Absolutely great to see that. I want to see a lot more of that. I love it when the YouTubers start, getting together and discussing deep strategy and just all around the game of Splinterlands, as well as the platform that it's turning into, or that it's on is going to turn into. The Just from a month ago or 2 months, whenever Land came out, at that point I wasn't making videos anymore. I'd stopped doing that, and I had put all my cards into renting. Still had it was still a very passive strategy to bring in, and then just to see what happens. Just keep bringing some little bit of income in, and then Land hit, and I love Land, even though it's only like 1% out. I just started doing that, and boom, I'm back in again, totally, and started making videos again because I want a record of this and everything, and wanted to talk about it. And so, but let's just, from that point, how much better, or how much more stuff has been happening on, and I keep calling it the platform. I guess there's now three different, you got GLX, you've got the arcade coming, or here, and then you got Splinterlands, but they're all on the same Hive engine type thing. So let's just call it Hive engine. But as I've been watching other YouTubers, because I'm only on Splinterlands and Golem Overlord, that's all I can handle right now. The YouTubers are talking more and more about this other stuff, which 2-3 months ago, it was just this, showing up to give a little prep rally to keep going because someday we're going to get Land type thing. So the point I'm trying to make is, it's gotten better. It's getting busier. And so I'm watching these guys talk this morning, and then they switch over to Immortal Creed, and it stresses me out because I feel like I'm being left behind, and I am, and it's my fault, nobody but my fault. But I'm afraid to get into it because that's something else then I'll start concentrating on. And then it's dawning on me that if what these guys are trying to do with the platform happens, it won't be a new game every 6 months. It won't even be a new game every month. It will be like a new game every day, if it gets to where they want it to go, what their big picture is. And it's overwhelming because I want to do it all, and unless I can make a way where that's all I got to do, it's not going to be possible. And that's where they got into talking about bots, because they were talking about modern, talking about wild, and like Bronze Dragon said, he from what I understand, he's a full-time engineer at a job, and he's got family, and he loves to play games, and he's got other games he wants to play, and so put the game playing on a bot, and it frees him up to do other stuff. But I'm like, I want to go join Immortal Creed now, because the more I listen to them talk for the few minutes, it's dawning on me that I'm getting left behind. It might or might not take off as far as that particular game, but because the games are all connected through Hive Engine, it's just a fascinating, good time to be in the gaming. And thanks for the shout out, Bronze Dragon. But I have said this. I try to be transparent. Look, I came to Splinterlands because I typed in earn to play or play to earn, however it was. That's why I got here. And as soon as I got here, it wasn't the card game that made me fall in love. And I knew this within hours. It was the economy game, which there's like 20 different things to do, as well as the card game. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I've stayed here. And this is a question we all can ask, and you don't have to give an answer. This is just something you have to be honest with yourself about. If this wasn't a Web3 game, would you still be here? would you go to a game that was Web3? Now, if everything's Web2, I would probably still be here because there's nothing better that I would want to go to. But with this Web3 gaming, which to me, I'm going to, and I could be totally wrong, but I just summarize, is you can build equity in the game, you can profit off the game, you can, not guaranteed, but just it's an option, it's possible. So the difference between these video games and the games that I played Skyrim for 10 years or longer. And now when I start to play it 5 minutes into it, I'm like, damn, I should be over working on Web3. And it's not like a job, it's because I enjoy the shit out of it. But it's a chasm between the two type of games now. And yes, Skyrim is an incredible game, always will be. But imagine the day you're playing it, if they ever get on board, and when you open a chest, you're getting armor that you own, that you can sell, transfer to another game that's on the same system. Imagine the gold you're finding is crypto. That's scary shit, because who's ever going to, you play that game till you drop dead probably. It'd be that addictive. And anyway, that's where I'm at right now, is that this stuff is going to take off. And are we in the right place? None of this is recognizable IP. So they got an uphill battle to go. It's not like this is Disney and, they can just slap the name out there. So they've got to, it's going to be tough. But they seem to be talking long term when they talk about 20 years. And, I think so. I think this is a platform that is under the radar right now that could just really explode, could really take off. So anyway, let's get to, I got on a rant there. Let's go do, every day I mail out a Herculist Plus mailing. The link's below. You can join for free, and you can do this yourself if you want to promote the game. I put the link in from Splinterlands, so I get credit, and of course I get the 5% of any packs purchase of anybody that hires. But you just go to the add mailer page and you put in the headline. Now I put in join Splinterlands now in its 6th year. They might not recognize Splinterlands, but 6 years in this industry is a long time, and that's going to prove it's not 6 days, or just, because those are usually the ones you really are cautious about because there's no track record. So that's the headline. You can put any headline you want. You put in the URL and test it. And then down here, you want to go to Hotmail. You're going to have two choices, plain text or Hotmail. And then you put in your, body, and then you got to go here. See this little link symbol? You click on that, you put that in there, close it up, and there it's highlighted in blue. That's now a live URL that if they click on it, they'll join underneath you. And then you just hit submit ad, and it goes out to almost 400,000 people. Oh shit, I gotta log in again. I opened it up a little while ago. But anyway, you get the idea. And you can join for free and do it like once every 3 days, I believe. Okay, and which is plenty. Now they do offer a lifetime membership of like $50, I think it was, and I don't see it anymore because I paid for that like 3-4 years ago, and all that. Let me get back here real quick. They got their own in-house mailbox type thing, and it is probably the largest. All it is a group of people that have signed up and agreed to receive each other's email. So it's not spamming. But the more of us that do this, because I've been affiliate marketing now for 3-4 years. The longer that, the more often it gets in front of people's eyes, the bigger chance they're going to click on it. And I think the average that the statistic got is that somebody's got to look at something like 100 and something times before they click on it. You ever constantly see the same ad over and over and over again, and then boom, you click on it? Well, that's kind of like what the and I'll meld that later on. The I got to get going here. I'm running out of time. Let's go and do the guild, the building. We decided to do the barracks, so that way we could play Gladius cards. I wasn't aware we weren't at the time. So the next one will be the store. That's all ready to go. We just got to get 32 more gold crowns, and then that will be up and going. We've got room for 4 more people, or actually 3. Wait, 13, 4 people more, because I got another one coming in on. We have to wait till after this. The frays are done and the battle's done to put in the new person. So anyway, send me a request and I'll get you into this, and love to have you. I do not expect you to donate anything. I will take care of all that myself. If you do, great. I mean, if you want to, of course, make sure you do not permanently donate it, so you get 90% back. And just come enjoy the gameplay and build your account. That's pretty much the only thing I ask of you. Let's go look at my numbers. This is another reason I do this, is to be transparent, but it's also going to show what's going on. And if what's going to happen, I think is going to happen, it's going to show all that. Now, in my earlier videos a year or two ago, I came in at the last 5 minutes of the bull run. So when I started doing this, every day my numbers went down, until I finally just stopped making the videos, because I definitely wasn't going to reach my 10,000. But it was an industry-wide problem, not just Splinterlands, because I'm down 90% on everything. Veve, DraftKings, you name it. It's not Splinterlands itself. So that wasn't a big deal. But of course, when I started at this time was right when they started the wagons, and prices went down because everybody's getting rid of pretty much the Chaos Legion cards to get Rebellion cards, and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm down about $300-400. This is my total profit. I'm actually still, after all this, in a profit at $1,111 if I sold everything and walked away today. But this number should turn around here shortly, because everybody's going to get all the Rebellion cards they need, and other than a trickle or whatever, I don't expect it to stay this strong for longer than a couple weeks, and it's been right about a couple weeks, so we'll see. But that's why I show that. The other thing I wanted to show is I've been trying to promote other YouTubers. The reason I push that is because there can be some selfish reasons, or whatever anybody thinks, that's fine. But let me point something out. If somebody's making a video, whether you're not making a video or are making a video and you're playing Splinterlands, this is why you should make a video. One, it's for your own records. And you don't have to make a Albert Einstein video. Just make a video showing what you're doing. Because a lot of things are going to happen. One, people will point out, trust me, if you're doing anything wrong, or if they have advice. That's can be a good thing. Some people don't like to be criticized, but I'm telling you, I've learned a lot from people pointing things out that I just was not picking up. Two, the more people promoting the game, the better. This isn't Skyrim where you're getting them to sell a game and they keep all the money. This is a game where you can actually, the more people that come in, cards become more valuable, land becomes more valuable. It's in your best interest to promote the game. You don't have to, but it's in your best interest. The other reason is that somebody might make a video and they get 3 views and they quit. So I want to show every YouTuber I can find, if you're not subscribed to them, go subscribe to them. Even if it's something you don't want to listen to, push play, let it play. Give them some time, give them some love, motivate them. Even if you can't understand, if they're in another country, because yeah, I can't understand the video, so why would I subscribe to it? Because you're supporting that YouTuber who's promoting a game that you're involved in and that you have an interest in seeing its success. And the Herculist Plus that I just showed you, that are simple ways that doesn't cost you anything but your time, and you can just work it in. It's a very little bit of your time that you can promote the game and make this game better. So let's go. Here's the list. This is going to get longer. If you don't see yourself on here, or if you see somebody that's not on here, let me know. I just got turned on to the Peace Silence by Trash Panda. He sent me a link to it. It was not popping up in my algorithm for whatever reason. I don't know. But he's a nice size YouTuber, you know. And why wasn't I picking him up? But now I know who he is and I'm watching his videos. But here's the list. You could pause it and go down it. And if you're not subscribed to any of these guys, go subscribe to them. You know, if you want. Of course, you don't have to, but it's in your best interest to support. Some of these guys are huge. Some of these guys are OG, and some of these guys are just starting out. And there's another one I got to add in here that I couldn't find him. They disappeared in my algorithm, so I got to find him and put him on there. But right here, Luke Jecht. You guys remember him? He was, when I started, he was all over YouTube with Splinterlands, and he hasn't made a video in 10 months unless he's moved to another channel. Whatever, if you know what happened to him, let me know, because I was watching him and then he just kind of disappeared, and really doesn't explain why. It was in his last video explaining that he started a new job, so maybe he just did what I did and just put everything on rental and went, and he's concentrating, you know, or he doesn't have time. I don't know, but I'd like to find out. But anyway, I was doing it another way where I was promoting if they made a video that day. That got real hard to keep up on because most of the times I haven't seen the video yet because I watch them while I'm door dashing. And usually I'd watch something like Dwayne Cunningham's video while I'm working, but I just wanted to watch it this morning while I was having coffee. And go check that out. Dwayne Cunningham and Bronze Dragon got together, and Dwayne also got together gathering the magic. I love it when all you guys get together and start talking because you guys are bouncing out. You're like the House of, if everybody ever watched House, the doctor, he would bounce his ideals off everybody else. He needed those people around. Otherwise, it helped him think even better, you know, type of thing. And that's kind of like what we got going on here. So, all right, let's go do the land. And I claimed last night, I believe is the last time. Yeah, 12 hours ago. Still have not gotten a totem piece, but I have been able to max out all my 10% or common totems, whatever you want to call it. Now, land, this morning they talked about being in position for land because 2.0 is coming. And I lucked out. I only got 5 properties, so I'm having a much easier time than somebody who bought a ton of properties. But I lucked out was in the fact that with the 5 I ended up on, even though I'm going to lose one of those during 2.0, another one I picked up will cover that. So the way I've got it set up is I got 2 properties doing grain, right? And one I can do and just stockpile. And then my main one, which is this one right here, this one makes enough grain to cover all my properties. Because don't forget, the other one that does grain doesn't need any grain because it supports itself. So it supports 4 properties, and that's why I got my most powerfulest cards on it. And I'll keep it that way. Now, if I max out all the other land, I might not have enough grain. But at that point, I got the second account that is stockpiling grain, which I'll try to sell. But I can, so no matter what, I've got all my land covered for grain. So I'm in good shape as far as that goes. The other one is I picked up from Gathering the Magic, a magical property when he put it on there because I'm in the same track. So I grabbed it. I was looking for a magical anyway. And So when that starts going, uh, I'll be able to produce some kind of a magical asset, potions, whatever it's going to be, maybe armor, or I don't know. I don't know. It's too soon to speculate exactly, but I'm in good shape for as far as that goes. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay, this is SPS. The other one was research. Now I've got two properties mining SPS because I'm convinced SPS is going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. And still no totem piece. The reason I think that is because it's not dependent on keeping the balance of like Ethereum, that you got to keep the supply and demand because it's constantly manufacturing Ethereum. There's no end in sight. You're never done making Ethereum and Doge. What keeps it valuable is, like on Golem Overlord, is the supply and demand. The utility makes people want to burn it, or stake it or gather it up, to where there's less and less every day. Now we're not there yet with SPS. There's a total, I think, of 3 billion, maybe less, but that's a fixed amount. So once that is all distributed, then it just starts getting small. The pot. Now, if the demand goes down, it doesn't matter if you only have 10 SPS, distributed. If nobody wants it, it's not going to work. But like Bitcoin's limited to 21 million. So that will get less and less, and they haven't even mined it all yet, and it's going to get more expensive. They've got it set up where you'll never mine every single Bitcoin ever, because it keeps halving. So in other words, every time you get closer to the finish line, it halves. And there's two cryptos I'm going to pop in here. I own one, I don't own the other one yet, that are in the same boat where they have to go up in value for it to work. And one is OMI on the Veve platform. And the second one, which has already popped, I think it's already popped 6 or 7x in the last month and a half, that is IMX. You need to go check out IMX. It is a gaming platform, or a gaming blockchain, whatever, it's going to be huge, okay? And I can't tell you why, other than the fact that's the one that Veve's on, and it's got Gods Unchained, which I do not play on, and it's partnered with Polygon, and it's just going to be, it's only like $2, even after it's 7x, it's still $2 and something. But OMI is like 0.0000 whatever, and I don't have any of that because it's too hard to get. It's not, IMX is on Coinbase, OMI isn't. So in the app of Veve, you're going to be able to trade your NFTs for OMI. That's when I'll start getting it and stockpiling it. Okay, I did not get any totem piece. Okay, so let's go and do the battle, and we'll show what I got. And here's what I got last night. I just hit silver with 4 days left. So better late than never, right? So not bad. And then I need to add okay, let's go now and do my DCA that I've been doing every day, which is $10. And I'm building up my gold deck, so let's go. And the strategy is I'm doing just Chaos Legion. So all cards, Chaos Legion, minus the Rift Watchers. Now, Rift Watchers are good cards. The reason I'm doing the Chaos Legion first is because it's the prices are so cheap, you know. So let's go take off regular, and here we go. So these are the cards I need, and so I've just been going, and then I want to make them all, you know, maxed out silver. So let's go. I'm working on the common. So let's go to common. So common's got to be 5th level. So right here, this will be the next one. And so I need 2 more cards to make it 5th. So let's go get 2 of them. 1, 2. And let's make sure to make it credits. But I'm slowly but surely rebuilding up my deck, my gold deck. And then I'll combine him. And there we go. And of course, I don't even have him in gold. That's a soulbound. So the next one would be this guy who I don't even own, not in gold. So let's go for sell. I think I might be able to max him out all at once. Yeah, see, there's level 4. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That make him a maxed out common. So let's buy him. And I'm just going to do that until I max it out, you know, all the way. Of course, the legendaries, any legendaries I get are going on the land. But I can get I'll just insert a regular legendary. So go to here. And now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but if these, it should knock out that timer, because I can't, otherwise I can't use it for 20 hours. So let's see, I should have been paying attention to that. It's the first time I've ever done that. Not true, I do it all the time. But see, it knocked it out, and I'm 5th level. And he's now in my, there you go. So this guy, I will, you know what, let's go, how many more do I need for him? I need 1, so let's go do it. And then that will be a good day for upgrading my silver. He's only 33 cents, so let's go ahead and do it. And I'll hang out in silver max for a while, and at that point I'll start slowly but surely building it up. I'd like to get into gold. I'm not, you know, needing to get into something like champion. That's so expensive. But I'm happy in silver, you know. I'm okay. That bronze, you know, bronze to me the payout's just so, yeah. But here in silver it's pretty decent. And of course gold's a little bit better. So yeah, I'll get into gold again eventually. It's going to take some time. All right, now I've got 7,380, so I'm going to go buy 5 Chaos Legion packs, and then the rest of the credits I'm going to spend on, I'll get some Rift Watcher commons, and I'm building a bronze deck over in WTF Bot 1. I got 3 accounts, so I'm going to have 1 gold silver, 1 regular silver, and then 1 bronze account. And I'm just having a fun time doing that. Okay, credits. So let's go do 5. Actually, I'm going to go 6. Okay, buy. Okay, and then that I'll use on the other 2 accounts. Okay, so now let's go to the whale, the mana whale. Now every day, Trash Panda, thank you, has been sending me a package of Rebellion to open. I don't have any potions today, so we're still going to open it. I open one a day. Thank you, really appreciate it. Very nice of you to do that. He's a truck driver, so put him and his buddy in your prayers, because it's a very dangerous job. But that truck never stops moving. I mean, it just does not stop moving. That's a rough life, man. If you can handle it, kudos to you. Okay, so I got the 1 rare guaranteed, no epic or legendary. I did get a legendary yesterday, if you saw that. So now any of these can be gold. And oh, Summoner, nice. Okay, so there you go. There's the Rebellion pack. Now let's go do the 6 packs of Chaos Legion. Now, you don't need potions. They do help. I only use potions that I get out of the chest. I don't want to buy them. I'd rather use that money to buy cards. Some people will argue that with you. Now, I'm guaranteed 6 rare. 2, 3, oh, an epic. So I'm already ahead of the ball game there. I've already got 4 rares, 5, and there's the 6. Okay, no legendary, 1 epic. Let's open them all. Any of these can be gold. There's a Summoner. Oh, right there. Okay, no gold, 2 Summoners. And here's the epic. I'm in the process of maxing them out on silver, so I'm glad to have them. And there's the other one. So what I will do now is distribute these to my Taro Kabbat account, and whatever's needed there I send to my bronze account. And that's that on that. So now let's go check out how many points I'm getting. I've got 9 chances with 12 days left, about to be 10. I'm getting 3280 points. Now, I want to make it clear that unless you got 200 chances, that's your guaranteed. But let me tell you something, 199, I haven't been able to do the math, but from what I understand, Steve R82 went into this, and so did After Sound Gaming. 199 chances is not, the whales up top have pushed it down so low that it's either like 200 or bust. Not saying there's not, I could get one here at 10 chances or whatever I end up with. But my strategy is to slowly build it up over the 9 months. Of course, the chances are going to get higher per drop or every other drop, however that works out. So I might be chasing a carrot on a stick. But I do own the wagons, and they are going to use them again. So I need to get probably about 5, 10 more wagons, because I want one for the gold cards too. And that's really all you can do as a small guy. If you start chasing this, it could get very expensive. Now, Dwayne and Bronze were talking about summoners and how important they are. How if you're new to the game, that's probably what you want to concentrate on. Here's why, because they're the gatekeepers. So let's go to the summoners. We don't need to go to the gold. But as far as, this is my opinion, okay? Where are they? Price. Chaos Legion, no Rift Watchers. Oh, common. There are no common. Okay, they're here. There. As far as I'm concerned, the best bang for the buck. Now, there's much better summoners. That's not what I'm saying here. But you want at least one maxed out deck of summoner, because if things got crazy, summoners might become unattainable except through packs. You know what I'm saying? Because they just get so cost prohibitive. And the best bang for the buck right now, and they're actually pretty damn good, powerful summoners, is the Chaos Legion summoners. And I believe there's a legendary one right here for dragon, but I never hardly ever use dragon, but that's a legendary. But look at this, 26 cents for a summoner. You have to have summoners to play the game, and these 5 right here will cover every single splinter, every single one. And the golds aren't that, they're very cheap too compared to most gold cards, Is there better? Yes. But the best bang for the buck, I would start getting these, maxing them out. At least I'll have, if I ever get up that high, I'll have the opportunity, because there's nothing worse than you get to the chance to go into, platinum or silver or whatever it's called, champion, gold, and you don't have the summoner to get you up in there, and you go to buy them and they're like $20 a piece. I mean, these things were pretty expensive a year ago, and yeah, there's a lot of them, but if there was one card you were going to collect as an investment to sell down the road, and there's a lot of them, but these summoners right here would be my best bet. I would, because new people coming in the game are going to want them so bad. They're going to need them. And any summoner you get, just any summoner. If your store, I like to separate things. So I'm thinking of opening up a store. I'll open up a new account, and all that does is sell cards. And all I'm going to do is stock it with is summoners. And yeah, they're always dropping new summoners. So, but look, you're going to want to have a max summoner sometime, some way. And right now, this is the best bang for the buck, is right here. That's my opinion. Okay. And if you leave a comment below and disagree, that's good. I'd love to hear it, because if there's one thing I am, it's wrong a lot. Okay. So anyway, let's go look real quick, and then I'm going to let you go, because I do got to get going. Is Rebellion. $0.08. Now, I'm pointing this out because this makes this like a $30, $40 maxed out card, maybe 25, whatever the price is. And after all the smoke clears, I'm still believing that this might be like Chaos Legion as far as the number of cards that will be remaining. And if that's the case, then these cards are going to be pennies. And at least initially. Now, if excuse me, if the halving starts a bull run on, Splinterlands, then these might be legit prices, and you missed out type of thing. But what I'm seeing right now, we're going to still have 2 million plus packs left or more at the end of all this that need to be opened, and that's 9 months off, right, or 8 months, or however long it is. But I don't see these prices sustaining. Again, that's my personal opinion. Let's see how right or wrong I am. So I'm holding out on them. I'm still buying some, a dollar's worth every day, but I want a DCA, because I don't want to get caught, spending tons of money at 14 cents a piece when they end up being a nickel. Because I truly believe that's what they're going to do. Anyway, like and subscribe. If you get a chance, go check out Pro Advertisers Club. If you haven't joined Splinterlands yet, please do so. $10 to join for the spell book. It opens up the entire platform. You can join for free, though, and play. I know your time is important. Thank you for spending it with me, and have a nice day.